Welcome, welcome, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Queen Vi's Reality Talk. I'm your host, Queen Vi, alongside my co-host, Mr. Hakim BornJust. How are you?
I'm so
Unmute.
sorry. I forgot
I
my
was gonna
phone.
say, unmute yourself.
It automatically puts me on mute when I get this thing started. I'm good, Queen. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I am glad, even if it's just a little bit. The weather broke a little bit today,
Did it
and
now?
it it did because I don't know what it's like out there now. I don't know what it's like out there after what about 3 o'clock. But I was able to just ride with my windows cracked a little bit and got some air. I wasn't riding all day with the air on full blast because it's so freaking hot. Um, and I said just a little bit now. Certain areas is more sunnier than ever than others, but I did feel the difference today. Uh, you know, so let's keep it coming. I mean, it took for out here where I'm at. It took for it to rain every day for the past week and a half. But long as it's not muggy after it rains, I'm fine.
Yeah, I have not been outside. I'm in the house at 68 degrees and I'm chill. I'm sitting with a long sleeve shirt on. I'm good. I don't know what the hell going on out there today.
Heat. I can't. It was this heat has been so draining for me because I have been out in it that I'm just extra tired. Extra tired. And I feel like no matter how many bottles of water I drink, it's just not enough. It just it would just this have been some draining weather. But
Yeah, yeah, it will definitely mess with you, man. And boy, I'm seeing some sweaty wigs and some goddamn some musty niggers are running around.
yeah, so
Yeah,
but
man. But
I
we here.
yeah, I ain't gonna plan on be grateful for the maybe 5, 10 less degrees it was because I'm talking about when when you first get in your car, I'd be so hot in your car, it takes a while before your air really kick on. So you go through
Hmm.
that little moment where it's like you feel like you suffocating for a minute. It was it
Hmm.
was it was those scared to hit the damn seatbelt because you about to brand yourself with the
Right.
hot ass seatbelt. Those moments, but
Yeah, man.
mm-mm.
So listen, if I don't have to leave, I ain't leaving. I work from home. I'm good.
That's
I'm
why I feel
watching niggas walking by, sweaty as a motherfucker. Yep, yep. You got it, big dog. Won't be me, fam. Mm-mm.
it. Yeah. That's why I tell everybody, don't go out there if you don't have to go out there. And if you're gonna be out there, try to stay as cool as you can and stay hydrated. Having them whew,
Yeah,
be like me, have a mini cooler and some bottle of water, in your car with you in your trunk or something.
yeah. And most importantly, wash your ass when you go out there. How about that?
Please, please do. See where I'm
Wash
at,
your
I haven't
mustache.
experienced that but so much. But a couple of times I had to go in certain areas that I don't usually frequent and y'all dead wrong. Dead wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mhm.
Wash your mustache ass. Yeah.
But
So what's going on, Queen? What we doing today? What we
okay,
got cooking?
we talking about hot topics and hot takes. Basically, we are going to be talking about some of the current events and things that been popping up on our timelines, on whether it's Instagram or Facebook, and we're gonna give our our take on it, our opinions on it, and we just want to. Some of these conversations have to be had because it's real life. There's some things going on, and some of y'all need to be told the raw, honest truth about some things. So don't be all sensitive and stuff. Disclaimer: we're gonna tell y'all what y'all need to hear, not what y'all want to hear, and yeah, this not for this show is not for the weak. It has never been. So,
So what's on your mind first? What you got?
oh, okay. We are going to talk about accountability.
Okay.
That some of you folks don't know how to take. But we're gonna get y'all right real quick.
Okay, so we got a nice clip queued up. I'm going to run this clip and let's see what y'all think.
You don't shut up. You pressing me.
Guys, find your seats.
I was so damn mad.
Does anybody understand the purpose of this drill?
Yo, you look on hurt you, yo. Like,
are you kidding
put my
me?
hands on you, yo.
No.
Bugging out. No. She threw 2 apples in my face.
She could hit you with 2 hands in the face. You still can't put
And I
hands back
still
on
ain't
her.
swing on them.
You still can't. You never
I
can.
just want to say, yo, listen here. You just really disrespected me on TV and got the nerve to not apologize. And I'm sitting right beside you.
So you gotta use some words. You can't use hands.
I grabbed him. I didn't.
Oh, no, bro. You can't do that. I don't care if you threw apples, bananas. There's never an excuse.
At all.
Never, ever, ever. This is not.
You don't.
Now, let's. Now, this is the real issue I have with this video, and I watched it. When it aired, and for the life of me, I couldn't understand where was everybody stopping her when she was on the rampage. They was already arguing. It was getting heated. And I guess she didn't like what was being said to her, and she had an audience. So she proceeded to go pick the apples up and throw it at them. Nobody stopped her when she grabbed the apple. Nobody stopped her when they was arguing. Nobody stopped her, when she was throwing. She threw the first and the second one. And everybody just kind of dispersed and went about their business until towards the end of the night. They all go and talk to the therapist and stuff like that, and that's when everybody wanted to address him. Even now, mind you, those are 2 doctors that runs the show, and their focus was he said, I don't care if she hit you with 2 fists. It was the fact that when he was the victim, he still was the bad guy. I think they gave flat out wrong advice. Nobody checked her. Nobody got on her. Nobody even. And then at the end, you can't see the last part of it, but on the last part of it, they basically was telling her, it's not okay. He should never put his hands on you. Does this happen often type of thing, making a whole storyline out of it. Nobody checked to make sure he was okay. Nobody told him that she was wrong and he doesn't deserve to be hit ever under any circumstances. Nobody went to see how he was doing with it or how he felt about it. The part where he, kind of jumped, at her and racked her up. It was in that moment they were talking about the situation, but she was still justifying it, not even trying to give a apology. And so if you're going to let him know when he was wrong, they definitely should have let her know she was wrong because she escalated it. And that's the problem that we have most of the time. Nobody is making people take accountability for their actions. And some people aren't actually taking accountability. It's two parts to it. You want somebody to take accountability, but also the people around you have to make you be held accountable when you're not going to.
Yeah, man. There's never any excuse or any rhyme or reason to be putting your hands on people, throwing shit at people. Listen, if you're mad, go take a fucking walk. You know what I mean? Go just go take a fucking walk. This whole notion that I'm a woman, so I get to attack you physically, and you better not put your hands on me. Them days is numbered. Cause as you see, some brothers is like, hey, god damn it, you attacked me and hit me first, so guess what? You're gonna get these hands. I'm glad it didn't go any further. I'm glad he didn't haul off and knock her Ike Turner style. I don't think any man should be hitting a woman. I don't think anybody should be hitting anybody. Let me say that first. Mm-hmm. But I understand the notion of, I get it. She's a woman. You still don't do that. Remove yourself, control yourself, let her be out of pocket, you stay in pocket. I get that, and I believe in that. I've had women swing on me, and I had to eat them, because if I hit you back, I'm gonna fly that fucking head like a kite. so I fucking controlled myself. So it's tough, but at the end of the day, we're still men. And just because she wants to act like a fucking Park 8 loose in the fucking jungle, we don't have to move that way. It's not fair. It's not right. One of your punches is like 15 of fucking hurts, unless she just strong as shit. It ain't worth it. I get it. He felt like he had to grip her the fuck up. I think he got off lucky. I think she got off lucky with a grip up, because some dudes is going to beat the brakes off you. He gonna hit you so hard, your ass is gonna be where your titties at, your titties gonna be where your ass at. You don't want to be putting your hands on men in modern times, because they rocking women. That motherfucking lace front be back there where your goddamn back of your neck somewhere. You gotta chill that shit out. It ain't cool. Yeah, man, and just to the point of accountability, it should be balanced. And I'm familiar with that show. I gave that show 15 minutes, and I said, "Fuck these people," because they're doctors, and they're still portraying the same goofy, toxic shit that we see on all the other ones, all the Basketball Wives, all the Love and Hip Hops, all the Zeus bullshit. It's the same goofy shit. We got people saying that they're doctors doing it now. So, nah, it ain't for me. But accountability is for me. When you fuck up, you own it and you apologize for it. That's how you grow.
Yeah, and when that show first started, it was regular people, and then as usual, they have to turn everything into reality stars. But yeah, it's no way that two doctors supposed to be trained professionals, educated, will justify somebody putting their hands on somebody in that manner. Because, and mind you, they're watching these things as it happens. So when they're in their office, they are looking at the cameras and stuff, and they see what's going on. And I was just shocked that they didn't go to the aggressor first, in a situation.
Yeah, but I'm not shocked, because there was very little. There wasn't enough addressing her for me. I will say that.
Right.
She should have been thrown off the fucking show, because she's clearly shown that she's violent. It was an apple or an orange or whatever the fuck she was throwing today. It would have been a frying pan tomorrow. So basically, anytime she gets overstressed or pissed off, she's going to pick up something and start launching it at people's heads. Nah, you got to go.
Yeah, and the video started resurfacing back when the whole Cassie thing and Diddy thing came out, and she had the nerve to comment about domestic violence. And I'm like, I know she not talking about, oh, there's no reason for somebody to put their hands on her. She know how it feel, because she used to go with Joe. What's his name? Oh my God, that's one of my people. I can't believe I'm drawing a blank right now. He got the podcast.
Joe Budden?
Yeah, she used to go with him first.
Who was this? Who was the young lady?
She from Love and Hip Hop. She used to go with him.
It ain't Tahiri, is it?
Yeah, that's her name, Tahiri.
Yeah,
and she used to go with him, and she tried to accuse him of it.
Yeah.
So that didn't work out for her. It backfired. I'm like, she should have just stayed in her little cocoon or wherever she was at and not addressed it, because now that video started, resurfacing. But you can't. Right is right and wrong is wrong, and you can't sit around and say that somebody is wrong for putting their hands on somebody if that's your go-to when you get upset. So she should have stayed out of that. She should have minded her business, because it didn't work out for her the way that she thought it was going to work out for her. Because they got a long history with the back and forth, and none of them allegations ever came out. But yeah, so don't bandwagon now. Or don't throw a rock and hide your hands. Or we live in a world where everything's recorded now. You can't just be saying any old thing, because people gonna pull them receipts out.
Facts. We're in a weird time now where everything's recorded. So yeah, man, we gotta stop that dumb shit, because we're in a different time where violence is a lot different, and men are shooting women now.
I was about to say that. It goes beyond.
And women are shooting men. These women ain't gonna let dudes go upside their head no more. And a lot of these dudes don't have that chivalrous mentality. They weren't raised that, hey, you don't hit girls. Even if your life ain't in danger, you don't punch a woman. Hold her hands, bear hug her, hold her still until she calm down. Do whatever you got to do to protect your face, but you don't hold off and clock her. You know what I mean? So I get it, but everybody ain't on that type time.
These dudes out here squaring up with with females.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yep. I saw a crazy debate. This is a bonus question I'm gonna pose to you and the people in the chat. And it just reminded me as we were talking about this. If a man is out with his woman and she gets into a fight with another woman, and they're just one-on-one, and his girl is losing, should he jump in it?
How bad is she getting an ass whooped? Say now.
I mean, the edges is on Market Street, and her front, her ass is on Broad. So,
well, this is what I feel like. If it's any way, because this is me. I'm not putting my man in a position where he can be out there fighting, or he has to intervene with something, or it can escalate. Because like we said, people just not fighting these days. Some people can't take an ass whooping. They want to shoot. They want to start a fight, get their ass whooping, shoot. So I try to avoid, any situation. Now, I ain't gonna be letting anybody just come crazy, or I ain't gonna be letting nobody, put their hands on me, nothing like that. But I would try to avoid it. But and people be asking, and I said he better turn into Ray motherfucking Rice.
Yo, that's fucked up.
But I just feel like if he can break it up in a sense now, if she getting jumped or something, I'm not gonna tell that man not to do nothing. So he's supposed to stand back and watch his girl get jumped.
Listen, I am not punching women, but if
You
you
don't have
jump
to
my,
punch. You don't have
if
to
you
punch.
if
You
you are jumping my woman, you probably going to get suplexed or choke slammed.
I didn't say. I mean, I did say Ray Rice, but what I was
Yeah,
saying that was a joke. But what I'm saying is, my man better not let me get jumped. That's for sure.
yeah. Because
Um,
there's no
but
way I'm gonna
the
sit
whole
there and
thing is
watch.
to avoid it from happening or try to, diffuse it or break it up. Now, sometimes these bitches be relentless. I done seen videos where, you know, I saw this one video where the girls is attacking the dude because he is putting his girl in the car to avoid it. These are people they do not know. And now they're attacking him because they can't get to her to the point where she had to get out the car and handle her handle. Um, but it's different where it's like if these girls know you're not gonna hit them, they just be going full throttle and really trying to hurt you. Especially don't let them know they being recorded. Then they even start really showing out. But
Hmm.
I think first avoid it, diffuse it, try to break it up. But in some cases, so what if he can't break it up? And like I said, I ain't saying go punch their head off because then now he's the bad guy and he's going to jail. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I hate that too. Like I hate that. Don't put your hands on somebody and then when they react, now you calling the cops, you want to get them locked up. Like every action has a reaction. You know, you can't control how somebody's gonna react when you put your hands on them. Or when you do certain things to them. Don't be the aggressor and then turn victim because you don't know how somebody's gonna react.
Yeah, I'm not going to be out there sucker punching women. Now listen, I'm going to say this. If y'all seven deep on my queen, it's going to be a lot of suplexes, choke slams going on. I will lift you off your feet and launch you in any direction I feel fit. Right? If you blow a knee out or some shit, tear quad, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to punch you, but I will toss your ass to get you up off of her. But yeah, if it's a one on one and I see that okay, she about to die out here, I'm gonna break that shit up. Like her nose is on upside down. Nah, her bicuspids and shit is all on the fucking sidewalk. Nah, I'm not gonna let somebody curb stomp my nah. Let me pull you off of her. You one shorty, you got it. Let me get her home. Let me get her to the fucking hospital. Her goddamn wig meat is all over somebody fucking hubcaps. Let me get her to safety. I will do that shit because some chicks I had with some hands, but I don't really associate with women who move like that anyway. I'm cool with a lot. They the ones I call when I'm disrespected by a woman. I'm gonna call them heifers. They coming. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers like 6 foot, 300 pounds with hands. They coming. So, but aside from that, nah, I would like to think I'm hanging out and building with somebody who's not going to be into that ghetto ass nonsense out there fighting in fucking parking lots.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah, of course. But we just never know how. Forget what type of woman you're with. You never know who you're going to, encounter because some people be
Right.
looking to prove a point. But I'm not the one that somebody need to prove to try to prove a point with because you're gonna fail
Facts.
every time. I don't like to lose, so, so
Facts.
losing for me is not an option. So I mean, I'm gonna get with you, and I'm getting up there. I'm 42 now. You know, little little body aches and stuff like that. So if I gotta get out there, I'm not tussling. I'm not
No.
tussling. I'm knocking you the fuck. I'm
Anybody
I'm
got
doing
time
a
for that
one
shit?
hitter quitter. I'm taking your head off.
Yeah,
You know.
I'm too old to be out here fighting these little young niggas. I'm sending you to the next dimension. I guarantee you. So, all right, let's get caught up with some of these comments. I don't want them to back up on us.
Okay.
All right, Maisha Collins over on Facebook says, hey, what's going on,
Hey.
Maisha? Miss Lena Lane says she lucky she only got hemmed up. The fact that she wasn't held accountable for her actions is beyond me.
Right.
Agreed. Letitia Banks says she did it to the wrong dude. Yeah, facts. The Shay King says, now I'm keeping my hands to myself. Fuck that. Happy birthday, Mr. Lachey King. We appreciate you.
Happy birthday.
Jojo Red says, yo, he better jump in for me.
Right. You gonna stand and watch a girl get her ass whooped?
Yeah, right. Lena Lane also says, nah, he should try to break it up. He should only jump in if I'm getting rolled on. He shouldn't. I'm sorry. He should try to break it up. He should only jump in if I'm getting rolled on. Let me check on over the Instagram. I am Kill Billy. Hey, what's up? What's going on, everybody over on Instagram who's checking us out? We appreciate you. Let me check on over the Queen Vi page. Okay. Hezekiah Jones says, comb her head back. LOL. It's like, nah. That's fucked up.
That's gonna be uncomfortable car ride home.
Yeah.
Or a train ride, whatever y'all getting around. Listen.
Yeah, she's gonna be all tight, like, so damn, you just watch me get my fucking wig attached to somebody's boot. Malik Ruboy Lee says, hey y'all, what's going on, fam? Peace.
Hey Malik. What?
All right. What's your next one you got there, Queen?
Okay. The next one we're gonna talk about if you have to pay money back or not, like paying your dues, your debts.
All right. Let's roll this clip.
Me the money, right? No, he wasn't going to give it to me. He was going to loan it to me. Whatever, cool. I said I would pay him back at the end of the month. The end of the month has come. I've been thinking about it. I have a lot of things I need to get done, and I'm still like really behind in bills because of the fact that I lost my job. So I'm trying to pay catch up, and I finally got a little bit of money, right? So he texted me this morning, and he's like, "Oh, has your check still not cleared yet? I haven't received the money," which already is a sassy like way of asking for the money back. But granted, he shouldn't have had to ask. I should have just sent it to him. So, anyways, I sent him the money, but the problem is right now, like, I kind of have the ick and I don't want to talk to him anymore. Am I everything that's wrong with women these days? Like, because he did nothing wrong and he was actually very helpful. It was a lot of money and a lot of men wouldn't have even, loaned it to me, and he did, and I'm really grateful for that. And I think he's a great person. He's going to make whoever he ends up with very happy. I just personally feel like he's not, like, I don't think that this is going to work. Me the money, right? No, he wasn't going to give it to me. He was going to loan it to me. Whatever, cool. I said I would pay him back at the end of the month. The end of the month has come. I've been thinking about it. I have a lot of things I need to get done, and I'm still like.
Well, first of all, she is the ilk, not him. Let's get that straight. And she needs to get her finances together before she even talking about dating. Because to me, it seemed like she was trying to find somebody that's was going to pay her bills or take care of her, somebody that she can use. No, you're not everything that's wrong with women today. Everything you just said is all you, because we all don't feel that way. Now, I don't care who you are. If you say, can I borrow? I want my money back. Do not get money or something from me, and say whatever you have to say to get it. And when it's time to return it, I'm gonna pay her a little money back, or she beasted about her money. You damn right. You said when your check clear, he didn't hound you that day. He waited some time to be like, okay, let me reach out to her. That's his way of letting you know, yes, he want his money back because you asked to borrow. We don't know how long they've been dating. We don't know what level in the relationship was they in the talking stage, dating, or full blown relationship. You don't know what his finances is. He could have took something from somewhere else because it could have waited until you said you was going to pay him back, to the time you said you was going to pay him back. So now that time has come, it went. You weren't going to say anything. You thought he was just going to just let you have it. He was going to brush it off. But that didn't work out that way. Talking about she got that ill. And then people, when a man speak up for himself, stop calling men sassy when they speak up for themselves or they respond to something you say or do. Now, I could name a whole list of things that makes a man sassy, but speaking up for himself or, responding to something that you said or did or expressing themselves doesn't make them sassy. They love, throwing that term around just so they can kind of like emasculate them. But no, you asked to borrow, you should pay it back. And now you don't want to talk to him because you thought you had a little come up. You should pay it back. And now you thought you found somebody with a little bit of bread. Cause look, you had to borrow it. Don't talk about him wanting it back. You had to borrow it. You didn't have it.
Facts.
You didn't have it. So your financial status is not where it should be. You, like she said, she lost her job. She trying to play catch up. That's not his fault. That's a personal problem. And you felt comfortable. Oh, that's why I said I wish I knew how long they was together, because you had the balls to ask for, like, how is people so comfortable just asking people for money now these days?
Because people are more comfortable being users these days and habitual line steppers. First things first. She, and I agree, it's not about what's wrong with women today. It's that type of woman today. Her and the people like her. Who brains her in their ass. Because there's no way that you can actually think that you could ask to borrow. Not, hey, can you give? Not, hey, can you gift me? I need to borrow. And remember, she said it's a lot of money. He's a good guy. He's this, he's that. She sung his praises after she assassinated his character. After she sat there and talked about how he, what did he say, sassy?
Sassy. That was a sassy way for him to ask for his money back.
And sassy is another term for feminine. Mm-hmm. Sassy is another way of saying he's soft. So he's soft for asking you some shit that you promised to give him. You piece of shit. Like, what do you think is going on in the world today where people can loan you, boyfriend or not? You're still asking him to take his resources and put it your way, but then you promise to pay it back and you don't. He is supposed to speak up for that shit. And her goofy ass don't want to be held accountable. She's sitting there disrespecting him. And what did she say? I got the ick. Right. Like she don't want him no more. So after you done used them up, now you don't want them no more.
Mm-hmm.
You goofy fucking piece of dog shit. I hope your shoestring is untied when you're on your way down the fucking steps tomorrow. Wherever the fuck you are. I hate people like that. Male, female, I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it, Queen, you had me. Got me cussing and shit. Got me all riled up. I thought I was gonna I wish bad on these kind of people.
And then and the thing is, you made a post about it because you thought you was right. Like, I really believe she think that she was right in the situation. You know, girl.
Well, I mean, let that sink in. Think about the level of delusion it takes for you to borrow money from someone, be slow to give it back, then go shoot a whole video, and then get on social media and bark about it, and call this man zesty for asking his money back, sassy, whatever the fuck. I don't understand people. I understand them. I'm just still struggling with the idea that people are this fucking stupid and this goddamn bold. All right, let's look at some of the comments. Lady Wren said she crazy. Run that bread.
Right.
Lady Lane says a loan is a loan. And she also says she's trying to make him look bad when in reality she's the one looking dumb. I agree.
Very.
Malik Lee says, sorry to say, but people like that make my whole ass itch. Yeah, man.
I tell you, it's the delusion, the audacity, the entitlement, like, is at an all-time high.
Yeah.
And you know.
And listen, don't get me wrong. Sometimes we gotta lean on our significant other. You lose your job, you gotta pay the mortgage, whatever. But if you know that their money, you know how your mate money flows. You know if they got it or not. And if they got it, do they got it to gift it, or do they got it to loan it to you? But either way, honor your agreements. You know what I mean? It was times I was in the gym and I had to borrow the money from the person I was with over the years, but she got that shit right back.
Right. Don't say borrow if you don't have any intention on paying it back. See,
she got that shit right back.
Yeah.
It's like a whole engine and went out. It's like I got to hire a lawyer. My engine is out. All right, yo, let me hold 2 stacks. I give it right back on Friday. Friday, she got $2,500. Boom, done.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's what we're supposed to do for each other.
Listen,
but a borrow is a borrow.
Right. I don't care who you are. If you use the word borrow, I want my money back. And I'm not trying to, I don't want to have to chase you. I want it back when you say, so like really sit and think when you borrow money, when you say you're going to give it back, because that person is going to be expecting it back, you know, on that day. Nobody want to have to chase somebody. Somebody did you a favor. Now they have to remind. Nobody forgets when when they owe somebody money. Nobody forgets. They just hope you forget, or they hope you're not going to say anything, and take that L. I'm not taking an L because I'm going to remember. And don't burn a bridge if you know that person you can go to that can help you in your time of need, and you don't pay it back, because then now you done lost out on somebody that can be there for you. You don't know something like I have money to pay my bills. That's my responsibility. I am my own responsibility. I don't make money to dish it out to everybody else.
Well, she already threw him away because she said she feels ick about him now. So fuck her.
He should have been feeling ick when he had to ask for his money back.
Yep, it's okay. We gotta be okay to let people go, y'all.
Yeah.
All right. I'm seeing a lot of debate, and I get asked this question. Actually, I got 4 of these types of questions lined up for a Q&A at the end of the month. So let's just get this shit out the way right now. Should men be trying to match energy with women? that whole men asking women, "What do you bring to the table?" nonsense. What do you feel about that?
I feel like if I'm going to ask someone what they have to, you know, offer in a relationship, then somebody can ask me. I mean, I feel like, they say what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I think it's delivery. I think it's this whole, because just like, for instance, when you're getting to know somebody, y'all asking each other questions. So if I ask you a question and you be like, "Oh, so what about you?" I'm not going to get offended. You know, um, now it's a different type of match energy that I don't agree with. You know, that the argument going back and forth. Like, don't try to don't. If you feel like I got an attitude, now you want to have an attitude. Now that's the energy y'all shouldn't be matching. You know, um, but I'm not offended if somebody was to ask, because first of all, I know who I am. I know what I have to offer. I'm a big deal. I'm a big deal. So I could brag about myself. Just like when you ask him, he gonna brag about himself. Just let the things you brag about and you say you have to offer, and the type of person you say you are, be that. Don't sell nobody a dream. But I don't have a problem with it.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, because I just think it's just and then I also think it depends on what way, like what way they saying it, type of thing. Because you know what type of qualities you want in a female, what qualities you want in a man. So it's okay to ask and see if that person has those qualities without saying, "Oh, I want this, 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 and this in a woman." You can say what type of woman you are. But I think it's just the delivery of the "what do you bring to the table" type of thing that gets people all, bent out of shape and stuff. And then the way that they're turning it into, something that it originally wasn't meant to be. I think it originally was meant to be like, what you have to add to this relationship, what you have to add to my life type of thing. But now it's like, a dick slinging contest, kind of, that's what it got turned into.
I'm going to be 50 in a couple of months. And I have had my fair share of women, my fair share of dates, my fair share of a lot of things. And I'm fortunate enough to know a lot of good brothers out there who are married or in good relationships. And I know a bunch of fuckboys. I know a bunch of dickheads. I know a bunch of creeps.
Mm-hmm.
I can't count on one hand how many men that I'm aware of that would ever ask a woman that bullshit. There is never any reason for a grown adult fucking man that chased the woman down, got her number, sat across from her, sat on the phone with her, and said, "Hey, what do you bring to my life? Hey, what do you bring to the table?"
But do you think?
What the fuck is going? Now, let me ask you this: think about your high school days when boys are running up to you, telling you how cute you are, whatever the fuck, in your 20s and your 30s. How many times have you heard that phrase?
No. I don't say that people ask me that.
No, I'm just saying, not even you, but have you heard it?
No, that's something new. That's what I'm saying. That's something new now that I think they're making it bigger than what it, what it is. They taking the whole getting to know someone and asking questions, and they making it like a big a big deal. And it's the way that they're delivering it. That makes it all wrong. Um,
Well,
it's,
it's a term that is spun from the manosphere. That is an offshoot of the incels, right? This is some conservative bullshit that niggas picked up on and they're running all over social media with. It's a reason why we didn't hear it growing up. I didn't hear that shit in the 80s growing up as a kid. I didn't hear that shit in the 90s as a teen. I didn't hear that shit in the late 90s going into the early 2000s in my 20s and 30s. I ain't start hearing that shit till the last couple of years because there is this new goofy nigga generation that grew on some fucking retarded ass tree. And they need to cut these goddamn trees down because I don't know where they growing. You soft ass motherfuckers asking women.
they want to be the kept woman. They want.
It's like y'all don't see how y'all sound.
They want to be the kept woman. They want to be all the things that women grew up saying what they want. It's like that's what they wanted.
When are we going to get back to men being kings? The purpose of approaching a woman is to get to know her, get to learn her, and you add her to your life. If she's your thing, if she's your type, if this is what you want, because remember, we see it, we judge by physicality first, what she looks like, that ass is fat, right? Then we get to know you. The problem is a lot of these dudes out here now seem to think that they can do the stuff that women do. Because guess what? The first time I ever heard that term, it was from women who had shit going on and they were approached sideways by dudes and they had to ask them, hey, what the fuck what do you got to offer me other than dick?
That part.
That was a woman's term. Y'all dudes need to stop trying to be chicks.
That's what a lot of these guys, not a lot, that's what some of these guys, all they got to offer. They want to be the bad bitch and look pretty. They want to be flown out. Did you see the guy that was, what's her name? Angel Reese was doing a live and a guy comment and asked, was she going to fly him out? They want to be flown out. They want to be taken shopping. They want to be winded, like all the things that it used to be. Like the roles are reversed with some things. And I'm not saying, treat your man good and make him feel good and all that other stuff. I'm not saying that. It's just that we went to this thing where people saying, oh, these women is begging and this, that, and the third. And now you got these dudes doing the same exact thing.
Well, and you know what? And I see in some of the Facebook groups, a lot of those dudes, all these girls, they always begging, can you cash at me? Can you cash at me? Then don't associate with them. And if you got hit by some of these chicks, be careful of snipers. Because some of these women are snipers out here.
They can see you from a mile away.
They can see you from a mile away. You a fucking easy lick. They the bad joints at the cookout that you couldn't pull on your own riz. You ain't got the rap form. You ain't got the lingo form. You ain't got the nothing form but the bread. Stay away from snipers. Duck. Don't get hit, because once you get hit, you're a victim.
Yeah,
and then because you chose. Yeah, so because you chose, now every woman you meet from now on, you got to ask them, well, what do you bring to the table? If you are a woman and you choose to have anything other than get the fuck out of my face for a dude who's talking like that, then you are a part of the problem. Don't complain about men anymore. Because it's time that we're asking brothers to be kings and less niggas. Less niggas, more black kings. Been saying this shit for the last 25 years of my life. We all have nigga moments. We all do nigga shit from time to time. But those are small pockets, and we don't want to sit there and take a pocket at a time, a snapshot, and judge the whole female race because some goofy chick ran your pockets and you was stupid enough to let her. Or you had a bad experience, or she cheated on you. Because I say the same thing to women. Don't sit there and judge all men because your baby dad fucked your homegirl. You chose that goofy ass motherfucker, not me.
Mm-hmm.
Don't blame me for the shit you fucked with. And we got to be more critical thinking with the people who come into our worlds and how we address them. We can't, as men, be matching energy with women. You motherfuckers are out here with your tight jeans. You motherfuckers out here with pocketbooks. You motherfuckers are out here talking about period and that part. I say that 5 times a day, Queen. 5 times. Brothers in comments talking about that part. We talking like women now.
Listen, who
To fuck.
we want them. We want the kings, but who is teaching them to be the kings? What? Same thing. You know, we want them to be queens, but who teaching them? They lost.
Man, they're too they're too proud to listen to older brothers. They think they know everything. They're going out there. This is the crash out generation.
That's because they getting away
you know
with
what?
it.
Let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase it. This ain't the crash out generation. This is the crash out period. Because I can't just put it on the 16, 17s and the 20 to 25s into the third. I got motherfuckers I went to high school with in 1992 graduated, and they on some dummy shit. Just moving around like they first time they ever had pussy in their life. So we're in a weird time, man, and nobody wants to just slow down and start reassessing how things, because it's getting worse out here. It's getting harder for good women to find good men and good men to find good women. Because the flip side of that, we're asking y'all to stop. We're asking the brothers to stop masking energy, but I need y'all ladies to stop accepting goofy shit and partaking in goofy shit.
Right there. That's why I said they're getting away with it. They're doing it because they're getting away with it. Men don't, it's like people do what they get away with, and things are becoming so common for people that it's like it's normal to them. But when you come across a certain type of woman, you're not going to get away with it. And then they don't want to be told about themselves. They don't want to be held accountable. You know, they get offended when you point out, the things that they do and that they shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, because we're supposed to be leaders.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to be leaders in the house, leaders in the community. That's not what's happening anymore. Some of us are. The majority of us aren't.
Yeah.
Are women out there launching businesses and doing all this amazing shit. They're running corporations. They're fucking working at the hospital in the day, and at night they're making soaps and candles and shipping that shit out because they got side hustles that they trying to make enough money to quit their fucking day jobs. They're raising kids. We're popping in on weekends and sending money when they can, and they're dealing with these little badass fucking kids every goddamn day. Like, come on. What do we do? What are we talking about? When is enough enough?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Before we go into the next topic, let's get caught up on some of these comments. Hi, nephew and Queen Vi from Antoinette Maribel. Thank you. How are you? She also says, those are important things as you get to know one another and start getting serious. You do start asking questions about finances, credit, hopes, and dreams. I completely agree. That is grown folk conversation.
Mm-hmm.
A man and a woman should at least I ain't asking for your account number. I'm asking for us to have a conversation. Do you work?
Right.
You know what I mean? What's going on with you? Or just and it should come up in the conversations
I
you
need
get
to
to
know
know
how
people.
you surviving, because if you don't have those
Yes.
conversations, then you're gonna come across somebody that's acting like they're doing good, so they can latch on to you and leech off
Yes.
you.
The other side is we're in a weird time now to where we gotta add certain information because there's a lot of dudes who are looking for a queen. And they're looking for a woman that, okay, I've been striking out. I'm getting older now. I want a John that I can fall in love with, and I'm good. I can stay in the house with her and clap them cheeks whenever I feel like it. Right? And you're not asking the right questions. You're not probing. You're not vetting. You're falling in love with the visualization of it. Then you find out she lives like a fucking Viking who just jumped off the longboat. Then you find out that she ain't got a fucking job. She got OnlyFans that she's surviving off of. So we're in a weird ass time where this internet culture has invaded every generation, from the teens to the people in their goddamn 60s. Everybody retarded nowadays, damn near. You come across a non-retarded motherfucker, you lucky, because I know a whole shitload of them.
So, then you got some people trying to see what you're doing with yourself.
Yeah.
So they don't have to do as much.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you want a girl that got a head on straight, that's doing all these things with herself. So you don't have to do as much because she good. She don't need you. No.
Mm-hmm.
Wanna
Tiffany, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I said he want to be the kept woman.
Yeah, yeah. Hide your tampons, lady. Motherfuckers probably using them when you ain't looking. Tiffany Yvonne says, I'm late to the party, but I'm gonna jump in. Men aren't men anymore.
Mm.
There you go. Lena Lane says active men like Hakim are making them kings. I appreciate it.
I agree.
I'm
There's
trying.
only so much he could do by himself. He need that that village, that team.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Mm-hmm.
Maisha Collins says Grumpy Potter activated. You know what? Fuck you, Maisha.
That's my fault.
Over on Instagram, Hezekiah Jones says, no sassy shit terms, ladies. That's right, Queen. Yeah, we gotta no more of that. That sassy talk. I believe that's it in terms of comments. Okay, we're up to date. What else you got, Queen?
Okay. Let's talk about them badass kids. When you're in a relationship.
Let's run this clip, yo.
Oh God.
So why'd you breaking up with me? Why? Why? Okay, so you gonna break up with me because of my son?
I was trying to teach him right from wrong. Look at man, give me this gun, dog.
Nigga, no.
What you mean? What you say?
I said, nigga, no.
That's what.
So you gonna break up with me because of my child? He's just a child.
He's bad, dog.
She just need a little guidance, man. Like, don't. That's a petty reason to break up with somebody. I ain't gonna lie. How? Oh, why? Over a 10-year-old? Over a 10-year-old.
Where's that?
Over a 10-year-old. Over a 10. Okay.
Dog, he bad.
Right. Okay, but that's not no reason to break up with nobody.
I can't do it no more, man.
So you gonna throw? You gonna
figure out that, man? I'm done.
So you just gonna throw all these years down the drain?
I'm done.
So why'd you breaking up?
Yes, I am, and I will. See, this is a breaking point, because she said all those years. Now, first of all, I'm not staying with first of all, for one, make sure your house is in order before you start bringing someone else into it. Make sure your world is together, because clearly that little boy run that household. She's not stopping him. She's not trying to discipline him, and clearly she never has, because he wouldn't still be doing that, quote unquote, years later. But the jumping on, look, I'm not dealing with nobody bad kids. Like, it's things I won't accept from my children. I'm definitely not going to accept them from somebody else's child. Especially if somebody is coming into their life to make things better or be some type of role model or figure to your child, they're doing things for your child or whatever the case may be. Why would you allow them to disrespect them? Why do your child not know how to act anyway? Yeah, he not wrong. And I'll be on the first thing smoking, because nobody want to deal with somebody's bad, undisciplined, rudely kids. And nobody should have to. So she need to be getting her child together, unless she's going to either be single, lonely and single, and stress the hell out from her child, or it's going to be a rotating door, because who's going to put up with that for so long? Kids need structure. They need discipline. They need role models. They need to be taught. They need to be corrected when they do things wrong. They have things that's supposed to be instilled in them. And it should have been, how would she say he was? 9 or 10 or something like that? These are things that should have been instilled in them a long time ago. Anybody that come into my life, my kids aren't going to disrespect. Just like, and those be the ones that be calling their sons kings and the man of the house, and he should be protective over me, or they thinking it's cute when they be like, he don't play about me, type thing, and sizing up, the new man that come around and stuff like that. No, it's so many things wrong. So many things wrong with that video. And for him to have tolerated this for so long, that's the issue for me too.
There's a lot to unpack in that video, and I'm going to try to be as fair and balanced as possible, because this is a serious situation that's happening every day in our communities, because a lot of dudes ain't there for their kids. So mom is left with child. So you move on, you get into a new relationship. You don't know when your kid is acting out and being bad. You didn't have this shit on lockdown, and I get it. I know it's tough for black women to raise young black men. I know. That's why I know. That's why I'm the type of dad that I am, and I'm a firm believer in stomping the holy fuck out of kids. I will punt them little motherfuckers across the room. Day one. You're going to respect your mom. You're going to accept your mom. I will tear your little balls off and cook them in goddamn collard greens. I don't fuck around with these goddamn boys, especially. Right? I've been stepdad a lot. And it's a reason why, for some reason, I've raised daughters. I create boys. I create men. I create kings. And there's no way that they've been together for years, she said. Mm-hmm. And that little motherfucker is telling this grown ass man no nigga or whatever nigga. My 16-year-old can't say the word nigga in front of me without catching some heat. Right?
Right.
So there's no way you're going to say that shit to me. And she wants him to stay in this situation to where what is he supposed to do? Because if this little boy is 10, what's he going to be like when he turns 13? Because let me tell you something. When them goddamn boys turn 13, you got to start putting hands and feet on. If you ain't start, you're going to.
He's going to be in juvenile hall, back and forth, rotating door. Because if he don't have any structure and he doesn't have any discipline inside the home, and he can do whatever he wants inside the home, he going to go out there and think that he has the same type of privilege. You know, she's the type of mom that be like, my boy, when something happens to him or he get locked up or something, but you didn't correct or do anything at home. You can't tell me that the first years. He probably complained about that every day. I wish I would. I would never let my kids. First of all, they need to respect adults anyway. Respect themselves enough to know how to act, and respect the other people around you, man, woman, or child.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you're supposed to be raising, you know, your children to grow up to be productive, respectful, law-abiding citizens. You know, not menace to society.
Yeah, this is why I stopped having kids at a certain age. Because I said, well, holy shit, but by 13, you got to damn near run them over with a fucking car to get them to calm the fuck down. I don't want to be in my 60s chasing some fucking kids around. No, I stopped having them little motherfuckers at a certain age. Because I know me, I will fuck you up and be okay with it. And then we can play the game when I get finished stomping them all in. Fucking eat a cheesesteak together, some shit. Strombolis and shit after I finish stomping your ass. I'm okay with fucking kids up. I'm not staying in a relationship with you and your badass kids if I don't got paws, feet, privileges. I want permission to grab that little son of yours by the goddamn dreads and sling his ass across the fucking room because he don't know how to fucking act because you won't do it. Asking me why am I fucking leaving? Because of that little motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. So you want him to just deal with this forever? You know, no. And then when you try to check somebody's kid, you know, they got an attitude.
Hell yeah.
You know, they want to argue. It's a big deal. Listen, and it's go for men and women. Nobody should have to deal with anybody unruly child. Nobody should have to put up with disrespect. I don't even want to be with people that don't know how. Because people having kids, and just because they may be in their life, they're not raising them. They're not teaching them anything. They have no guidance, no structure. And you think just because you deal with it, everybody else should have to deal with it.
Accept me as I am. You take me, you taking them too. I'm all for a woman with children, a good woman with children, and a man fall in love with a good man that's going to open his heart, his life, his wallet, his time, all that shit to everybody. I'm pro stepdad all fucking day. But if you got a badass fucking kid that's disrespectful and wild, and you not knocking the shit out of him, and you're watching him disrespect me, fuck out of here. I don't fuck how good you can fry some goddamn chicken or how good your coochie is. I'm gonna fuck up out of here.
Mm-hmm. You know, and you know, women go and women go through it too, because you do have some single dads out here, some hands-on single dads. Not these part-time dads that, you know, or whatever, has custody of their kids and stuff. And then now they trying to date and get out there. And you got they little bad kids. You know?
Right. Right.
Not doing
the
it.
Same thing.
Yeah, I'm
Same
not making I'm not taking excuses for no man or woman that don't know how to raise their kids, to teach their kids, to discipline their children. Because it just don't start. It's a buildup. You know, they test and see what they can get away with. And once they get to a level where they feel like where they know they can get away with anything, it's all downhill from there.
Yeah. You know, it's whether you're a man, woman, or hermaphrodite. I don't give a fuck. If you beat your kids, man, whoop their little asses. Just beat just grab a broom handle or a extension cord like they did us back in the day, and just wear their asses out to remind them who the fuck in charge. They start getting big, you start picking up bigger shit. I don't give a fuck if that little nigga got a beard. You grab the goddamn hot iron that you done ironed your clothes for work tomorrow. Take that iron and wear his ass out with it. Yeah. Stop fucking around with these goddamn kids and they hiding guns in your house and bringing dope and shit in your house and the cops are kicking your door down because this little motherfucker out there committing crimes because you didn't beat his ass. The hell.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Get it together, people. Get it together.
Which leads. I'm sorry, you want to touch on this topic a little more?
No, I was finished. I said get it together. And I can go all day with this, but we're not going to do that.
Let's see. We got a couple of new comments before we move on to the next one. Antoinette Maribel says, "That's right, nephew." Oh, thank you. Nefertiti, how you doing? Says, "Men sure aren't men anymore. Why are they putting on color and nail polish?" Oh, don't even get me started with that shit. This is just my opinion, but I think they're doing it because it looks great when they're sucking dick. Malik Lee says, "F them kids. I'm not dealing with that. I'm out." You damn right. Tamara Nicole, I don't know what the video is, but I think I can't add it the right time. I didn't like when women call their sons their kings, and I agree that's why they do it. That's why they do it. Okay. Oh yeah, no. I'll send you the video so you can see it, Tamara. Malik Lee also says, "My kids will never act like that. I will knock a spark plug out of kids." You goddamn right. Lena Lane says, "I've been on his side of the relationship. Good for him. Leaving best decision I ever made." Damn right.
Road runner.
Tamara Nicole says, "You can't grin him by the waves, though." Okay, she said, can't grip him by the waves, though. What's the link to the video? I'll send it over to you. Laughing emoji by Erica Connor. Welcome to the show. Tiffany Yvonne's laughing emoji says, "Not the hot iron." Hell yeah. Them damn bumpers that y'all be using or whatever the fuck y'all do to straighten y'all hair out. Running across their asses when they acting fucking retarded. That'll slow them the fuck down. Erica Connor says, "F them kids." We give them too much material stuff anyway. Hell yeah. If you one of them goddamn parents with a 6-year-old with a goddamn iPhone 15, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then want to be asking motherfuckers, "You got $20? I can get me a sandwich?" Fuck no, I got no $20. Go sell that goddamn iPhone and get it that baby. My bad, Miss Connor. Miss Offset. Tamara's like, "Okay, I corrected my typos. Read it right." My bad. Hey, listen, I'm tired of that. My painkillers are kicking in. I'm trying to get the hell to bed. Okay, what else we got? All right, speaking of kids, because I got another topic that I've been seeing a lot of folks going back and forth, especially here in Philly. Whenever we see a mob of kids somewhere in the city piled up, the first thing I see in the comments is, "Where's the parents? Where are the parents?" Should parents be blamed for their kids' bad behavior?
I think it depends on the situation, because you got some parents that could be doing everything they're supposed to be doing. You know, they're providing, they're trying to discipline. You know, they're doing the things parents supposed to do, and them kids just not gonna listen, because nowadays is different from how it used to be. the state, they give these kids so much power that these parents can't discipline like they used to do back in the day. Or um because I remember I used to think like that. I used to be like, you see some kids walking down the street, and you'd be like, where the hell they parents at? But then as you get older, you become a parent, you start seeing different things from other parents and stuff, and you see that you have a parent that's doing all what they can do, but she worked. She worked overnight.
Mm-hmm.
So she think her child is at home, and they're at an age where they can be at home by themselves, and her child running the streets. Or some people, their kids are outside, and their kids could be the best kids at home. But then they get around their little friends and they bad influences, and they trying to fit in, and they getting into stuff. And sometimes these parents aren't finding out until it's too late. They done got into a fight, they getting locked up or something. In some cases, it's like it's hard because that child just doing what they want to do. And then you got the state and stuff, stopping them from discipline and telling them what they can and can't do, with their child, without consequences. But you got some of these parents that's too busy out here trying to be liked and cool that they letting their kids run around. So with this topic, it's kind of like half and half, because with every case like this, you got to look at the facts of that situation. Just imagine, somebody telling you have to deal with certain things because you're the parent. So, did you ever see the video where the mother wouldn't let the daughter in because she was acting up? She was trying to fight her. She was breaking stuff, and the girl went and called the cops and brought the cops back to the house for her mother. And they was telling her she had to let her daughter in because her daughter is a minor. She can't kick out on the street. That's, child abandonment, neglect, and all of that. So it's like, what is that parent to do? Me, I would have just had to take that charge. Like, I would have had to take that charge. But it's just certain situations. That's why I say it's a case by case, because when you put in restrictions on how somebody parent, I'm not saying like abusing all the other shit like that, but nobody's going to tell me that I have to put up with certain shit in my house, the house that I'm paying for, that I'm providing for, kids that I'm providing for. You're not going to tell me some minor that don't contribute anything is going to run my household.
Yeah, you 302 they little asses. you call the fucking people and say, hey, this little motherfucker's emotionally unstable and I feel for my life, and you let them put their little asses in a little jacket and take them to the cuckoo house. This is what's going to happen every goddamn time. You got a choice. You can fuck their asses up and catch a case, or they in the house tearing up your shit. You call the goddamn cuckoo people. Let them scoop their asses up, pump them full of drugs, and let them sit there with no phone and shit for 9-7 days, whatever the fuck it is. I ain't fucking with these kids. You break shit, I'm breaking your ass. Everybody beat these goddamn kids. What's wrong with y'all?
And then they be knowing. They be, oh, you can't touch me. I'll call a cop. Well, call them. We both gonna be going away today.
We're going to call them. We're going to call them because I'm going to need somebody to come pick your ass up. Fuck these kids up, man. But no, I just, to the earlier point, especially the moms who the dad ain't in the picture. In the medical field, you work, there's people listening to this show now who are nurses. They're working 12-hour shifts. They're going at 7 at night and they don't get off to 7 tomorrow morning. So, your little raggedy ass son gonna get his ass up and go hang out with the boys, and then they out there doing dumb shit. So mom's supposed to not work, pay her mortgage, pay her car note, keep the fucking light bill on because this little retarded motherfucker want to go out there and commit crimes? No.
Mm-hmm.
The other side of it is you got to let these kids be held accountable.
Right.
You know, my son got in some trouble. I went up there and told him, pack your shit. Where am I going? To my house. You can't live here no more. I said, I gave you a break. I tried, but you doing stupid shit when your mom at work. You're no longer allowed to live with her. Pack your shit. And he was miserable as fuck, and miserable for 2 years. By the third year, okay, he finally, okay, I'm with dad now. Yeah. Motherfucker, you ain't gonna be up. No, I'm not gonna keep paying for lawyers and you getting in trouble. It happened once and it happened again.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it took. Some kids, one good shot in the ass of trouble, straighten them out. Other kids, not so much. They become repeat offenders.
Well, yeah, because it's no accountability. You know, you up at the courthouse or the jailhouse, boo-hooing. He's a good kid. He's this. No, he's not. You see these charges, you know, or it's the fact that let them or talk to that you know, the whatever lawyer they have or to the courts. Okay, what programs I can put them in? What can I do to save my child so they can have some type of, you know, punishment for their action, depending on what it is? Because the criminals are getting younger and younger. These little young these young people is out here robbing and killing people.
And it's sad because when we're not educating them, we're not teaching them the true essence of who they are, when we're not giving them knowledge of self, they're taking their cues off the internet. They're really thinking that Grand Theft Auto shit is real. Like, everybody, think about it. Ring cameras are all through fucking film. We're looking at this shit. These little motherfuckers is literally going from car to car, busting windows.
They want their viral moment.
And how are you 13, 14, and 15 and you kill a 78-year-old man at 2:00 in the morning? And you're on fucking camera beating them with goddamn cones, traffic cones.
I'm like, anybody
in the middle of North Philly, in the blackest part of the fucking city.
I'm gonna let everybody know now, man, woman, or child. You come to my house, you mess with my vehicle or my home, you might just have to meet your maker. You better hope somebody gets to you in enough time, because there's no way. And you could boohoo later. And you could boohoo later, because why should anybody work hard for their stuff, but somebody to come take it or destroy it, or have some feel like they got some type of entitlement to it?
Mm-hmm. This is ridiculous. And what's happening is we don't have enough accountability in the household. We're not teaching our kids accountability. And some of our parents are out here busting their ass. They're trying to start businesses. They're trying to do this. And we could teach. And then there's the other side. Let me speak for myself. I grew up in a 2-parent home. Right? My parents have been together for 48 years. Come November 5th. That still ain't stopped me from going out there being a dickhead. That still ain't go out there. It still ain't stopped me from moving around like I didn't have 2 people who raised me, fed me, clothed me, and loved me. So, but I stopped me. Because I said, okay, I'm looking at all the people I'm hanging out with. I'm looking at all the people who are doing dumb shit in my area. They don't have what I have. But I'm moving like I ain't got shit. So I had to wake myself up. I had to stop. Everybody may not have that element of pumping the brakes on yourself or self-control, but fuck, you got to find it. Because when there's 13-year-olds running around with guns that's cleaning the fucking streets up with them, what are you doing? What are we doing here? No, you can't blame the parent for that. Lock that little motherfucker, lock Tyrone little goofy ass up. Holla at me when you fucking 35. And stop with all of my baby ain't do nothing. My baby. Your baby is out here shooting at niggas at the swimming pool. Like, come on. But anyway.
And it become a family thing too. Because it's not just the parents. It's the other people, other family that think that junk is cute. Or not doing anything about it. Or saying anything about it.
Yeah. And
some of y'all
this city has become the city of mothers who lost too many sons and daughters, because bullets don't got no name.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all and these kids are how can a mom who's working or a dad or parents period who's working and they come home and they tapping with the kid, then they lay down, go to bed, get ready for work tomorrow. They don't know that this motherfucker got internet beef. They don't know that they beefing with somebody on Instagram or TikTok over something stupid or over a girl, over some bread, some money. So now it's up when I see you. Like, how can you possibly blame a parent for something like that?
Right.
You can't. We have to be a little more logical. We can't hit this topic with a broad brush. We gotta. It's going to require a surgical way to address it, because it's social, emotional, mental, spiritual warfare that we're in the middle of, and we got to treat it, give it its proper due, so we can fix this problem for our youth. All right, let's get caught up on some comments, and we're gonna hit the last topic, and then I gotta take my ass to bed. Tamara Nicole says, "Oh no, that's not nice. I'm a good person. I'm not a nice one." This says, "F them kids. We give them too much material stuff anyway." Oh, I think I read all of these. Let me scroll down. This also says no. She also says, "I made my daughter a millionaire at 31 and I moved to Tanzania. She broke me by age 33. So now fuck these kids and you cannot be blamed for their action." Yeah. Mm-hmm. Lena Lane says, "The parents too busy trying to be their kids' BFFs. Let's bring back go get the switch from the yard activity." Yeah.
Right.
Get the switch and skin it. Take the brown shit off so it's green and wet.
You talking from experience.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. After a while, the switches don't work. Come this extension cord.
Now, teenage years, that sounds different, but...
Yeah. Well, at a certain age, my dad used to put the boots to me. I knew better. Tamara Nicole says, "Fuck no. Don't blame me. Yes, Queen. I worked 3 jobs to take care of my sons, and one of them had the nerve to tell me they got in trouble because I wasn't there." Like, what?
Great.
Also says, "We as a people need to build the village, so we're responsible as well." Very true.
Yep.
Gotti the Body says, "Don't blame me for shit." That's what's up. And happy birthday, Gotti.
Oh, happy birthday.
Tamara also says their dad doesn't get the same flack though, and it's wild. I used to hear fire to them because it was always some BS, and I was trying to make sure we lived decent. Also said you can't kick your kids out in the street. You have to keep them and raise them. That's not okay. Law said you have to house the child What are you advising? Said no whooping. Tashi Olinka says call the popo. Also says from slavery, so don't beat the children. I'm so sorry, Queen. I ain't gonna beat them. Just knock them the fuck out. I got all boys. Well, you have a good night. My truck is loaded. Beat they ass. Says Malik Lee.
Right word.
Also says you always been a good dad. I've known you on Facebook for 20 years. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all going to talk about the fake Trump assassin attempt?
We are.
That is my last topic. Also says, and that was some slavery extension cords and switches with some slavery. That's no good. Yeah, but it works. It's true. It is. It all is traced back to the way we were abused and stuff like that during our enslavement. Tamara Nicole says happy birthday, Gotti. Also says happy birthday, Gotti. All right, Queen. The last topic of the night for Uncle Grandpa takes his ass to bed was the Trump assassination. I can't even say this shit. Was the Trump assassination staged?
Absolutely. They found some boy that wasn't in his right mind. Cause look, here's the facts around it. They said a cop came and clamped up the ladder and saw him up there. Nobody did anything, right? He decided to not engage and went back down. Two little drunken boys that couldn't get into it was up in a tree, and they notified somebody. When you are having a rally or anything of that magnitude with the people with that type of security around them, or that level of, and I use this term loosely, importance, it's a whole process. They're sweeping the area. They got people, far and near to make sure everything is secure and to prevent things like that. But this boy, what was he, like 20, was able to get a gun, a big gun, climb up on some roof, sit there for a while, and plot this out with no scope, I think they said, and miss. Now, some people saying that it hit the teleprompter and a piece of glass. I think that when he fell and he got, and it just so happens, I don't think he was hit at all. I think whenever he fell, he came back up, he saw some blood, and he like, I'm about to milk this. That big ass Band-Aid on his ear like that. But you just was golfing the day before with no bandage. Come with a bandage. And let's not forget, somebody did die, which Trump did fail to even reach out to the person who died's family.
Mm-hmm.
Biden did, but she didn't want to answer the phone because her husband wouldn't have liked that.
Mm-hmm.
The photo op with the fist pump, because now it's going to be a part of history. They're going to talk about the failed assassination of Trump. Yeah, I don't believe it for a second. I don't believe.
I'm not big on. I've never been a fan of the whole conspiracy things, but you know what? This was the biggest crock of shit I've seen in a long fucking time. So first of all, I've been to that. I've been told that I've been to that town before. about 20 years ago. I don't remember it, but a former employee of mine told me, yeah, we went there to go have a meeting for these people. Okay. But I do know, based off of the information I gathered, that is one of those towns where it is as hillbilly-ish as Pennsylvania can get. Right? Motherfuckers out there with goddamn mullets and shit. So they find this kid who's a Republican, and he takes a shot at Donald Trump. And I've seen some of the theory. Oh, Trump, he was talking and it whizzed by his ear, went behind him and hit somebody back there behind him or whatever. He tapped his ear and they brought him down. Okay. Let me just say this. And all my wrestling fans, you know what I'm talking about. One of Donald Trump's oldest and closest friends is Vince McMahon. And Donald Trump's been in wrestling. There's something in wrestling called blading. So if you ever watch wrestling, you ever see a guy get hit in the head with a chair, he falls, and when you pick his busted open. That's because he fell, he took a little blade, and cut a little quick slice to make the blood happen. It's called juicing in wrestling. That motherfucker dropped down, popped back up, with blood flowing down the side of his fucking face.
And who does that though? When you hear when it's shots, you stay down. Security should have had to pull him. No, he stood up. He asked about his shoe. Where's my shoe?
Hold on. Hold on. Let me put my shoes on. First of all, Secret Service. All right, let me take 2 steps back. If this is truly staged, and my gut tells me it was, then the head of Secret Service should be fired.
Right.
Everybody involved should be fired. So Sleepy Joe, wake the fuck up. I know you got COVID. Fire. If this wasn't staged and it really was an active assassination attempt, wake up tomorrow morning and still fire these motherfuckers, because there's no way that this orange dildo was able to stand up and give the fake pale man power fist. They should have grabbed his ass and drug that anal wart to the fucking car. And then he gives another fist. So fight. What the fuck are we doing?
Exactly. Who can take him serious? This is why I can't take this man serious.
This is the dude. And I'm seeing black people talking about support Trump. Trump is doing this.
You're not getting another stimulus check. We keep telling y'all that. You're not getting no PU. You're not getting any more free money. So stop. That's why y'all want him back in office. Stop. You're not.
This is the dude that said when we were protesting that we should send out the National Guard and start shooting on sight. This is the dude that just 3 weeks ago was saying that they're coming from Africa and they're coming from Mexico. Anything brown coming from somewhere else, damn near he listed, and he said they're fucking rapists and bringing drugs. He is a piece of shit. He is a pale orange dildo. He's a talking fucking dick. That's how you're supposed to treat him. And he comes to Philly. Think about it. He comes to Philly the first time. He got some gold sneakers and fake chains. He comes and spends the block and comes back 2 months later. He got some goofy ass fucking drill rapper. He goes over to the Bronx. What did he do? He gets two more drill rappers who both are out on fucking bail for homicide. They're in the middle of fucking fighting cases. So now we got the drill community and we got a lot of the street dudes who supporting Trump, because this is what they're saying now. When you watch all the Black Power podcasts, this is what they're talking about.
We ain't gonna get on.
Well, we remember Trump. He revitalized the criminal justice system, and he let what's that little goofy ass rapper down south? That one he pardoned. I can't even fucking remember.
Kodak.
Kodak. Well, look what he did for Kodak. So now niggas with cases trying to get out. Guess what? He did it for Kodak because Kim Kardashian went to him and begged him to do it. And he only did it because he thought it was going to get him reelected because he was going to get the black vote. He only signed the stimulus checks because he had no fucking choice, because there was just as many Pell Devils not working. Or I shouldn't say that. There was just as many Pell folk not working as it was black folk. Well, more. I'm sorry. It was more. Because remember, we 13, 14%? Them motherfuckers were starving. They had no jobs. He had to start cutting checks and he couldn't leave us out. And it wasn't even his fucking plan. And then after that, he held it up for 3 weeks because he wanted paper checks to have his name on it. And for all the bullshit, Trump gave you $1,200. Sleepy Joe gave you 14. Y'all forgot that. Bottom line is, you can't believe or trust anything involving this fucking walking, talking canker sore. He is human fucking syphilis. So, bullshit. I don't believe it. I tried to process it because I believe in facts, not feelings. Mm-hmm. And everything about it just looks like it's just absolute garbage. This guy was, yeah. And the blood didn't even flow right. We're talking about high-powered weapon. Here's the crazy part. This kid, the AR was from his dad. His dad bought the AR and he wouldn't took it or whatever. This dad taught him how to shoot. He was a part of a gun team. This motherfucker was able to hit things from 800 yards. And he couldn't hit a fucking 6'2", 300-pound penis with a suit on and a red hat?
Yeah. That's why I said they found somebody. They probably told him, somebody that's supposed to have been bullied. That's a whole nother topic about he was bullied, he was picked on. I don't care. I know people that was picked on and bullied, but they ain't shooting shit up or whatever other excuses they make when their skin don't look like ours when something happens.
And just to see, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm riled up. Just so you can see how bullshit this is. That happened Saturday, right? This son bitch get up Sunday and go golfing. If a fucking AR clip your ear, you ain't golfing.
You terrified. You gonna lay low for a while, and you're gonna beef up your security and a whole bunch of other things. And you had no bandage on your ear. But then when you come back to do another rally or whatever he did, now all of a sudden you got this. Even the people in the medical field was laughing at him. Like, who? He didn't get that from a doctor. Like, nobody in medical profession put that on his ear like that. And then you got the dummies making it a trend, walking around with these big ass bandages on their ear. Like,
no, here's the best part. The fucking best part. That happened Saturday. He's out golfing Sunday. Monday morning, while all the news media, because I'm looking for some good, honest reporting, but I know I wasn't going to get it from the corporate media because all they gave a shit about was selling commercial slots. So, he was 20 years old. He was a Republican, but he donated $15 to a progressive Democratic organization. They said that Saturday, they said that Sunday, Monday, they stopped saying it for some reason. And I was like, well, why the fuck they stopped saying that? So I follow journalists. I actually had to go follow someone who writes for the Philadelphia Inquirer, a real fucking journalist, and says, hey, the news media has been saying that he made $15. He sent it to Democrats. He didn't. That was some guy that's 60 years old with the same name. So you motherfuckers sat there all weekend lying to me about something that small that it took 2 seconds to go do a quick search and look up the public records. So why should I believe anything y'all say at this point? MSNBC, CNN, Fox, all of y'all, especially Fox. They're all lying sacks of shit. And while they were talking about this bullshit shooting, what happened by 9 o'clock, 9:30 Monday morning? That piece of dog shit down there in Florida threw out his documents case.
Mm-hmm. I was saying that.
Go fucking figure.
Just like I seen the report where it was like, oh, we're still doing an investigation. It was a 20-year-old white male. Like, how much investigating you got to do? You know, he 20 years old. He a white male. You know where he from, but y'all not releasing his name at first. First, they wasn't releasing his name or his picture. They were doing an investigation. No,
because when I heard it, my first thought was, Lord, don't be black, don't be Muslim, and don't be Hispanic.
Well, Well, we should have known that he wasn't, because his mugshot would have been up there. You would have seen his mugshot. You would have seen some whatever stereotypical picture that he has posted on his Facebook page from 10 years ago. You would have saw that posted. Like, you would have seen him in the worst lighting.
Because it was like, okay, what the hell? Hey, I know this can't be no brother out there, Bustle or whatever the fuck, PA, because they're out there in that part of PA where black people just only go for money. You're going out there to get some money and get the fuck up out of Dodge. You ain't chilling. You ain't climbing up on no goddamn roof to go shoot that orange piece of shit. But yeah, man, it's all crazy. And you saw your homegirl going up there, Amber Rose.
I don't claim her. I don't. First of all, I don't trust nobody with that tattoo across her forehead like that. You know, see, this is a whole nother topic, because the same reason to why people even know about you, black folks, the culture, everything that you can squeeze and get from it. Because people want to be black when it's convenient. You know, you dated the rappers and all that other stuff like that. She was even on an episode of like College Hill or something. You know, talk about, the blacks don't think I'm black enough. When you do shit like this, like you doing now, we know that's a white one. That's the white side. We know that. But it's just like, it's these people that's just getting paid to just make an ass out of themselves because they can be bored.
Mm-hmm.
And they just don't care. They have no shame. Like, nobody was talking about you anymore.
Yeah, and what's sad is she from Philly. God damn. And it's you making us look fucked up. Philly, yo, that's strike 3, Philly.
I'm about to say, Philly, y'all down bad.
Yeah, y'all what the fuck is going on here, yo?
I forgot she was from Philly. I was,
but she's
I be telling Hezzy Rockefeller, like, listen, Philly down bad. Y'all.
But see, here's my thing, and I get it. Nobody's checking for you, girl. And it's a shame that I stumbled across a clip earlier today where what's her name? Stevie. What's her goddamn name?
Jocelyn.
That's
the only time I agree with Jocelyn, was that right there.
Yeah, where she had to tell her, like, yo, you benefit off of black culture, but you won't claim it. You want to be a white girl when it's time to be a white girl. And I get it, because she's from, her dad's he's Irish and Italian and whatever the fuck. And I don't care. You're known for giving up ass to rappers and a basketball player or some shit. Mm-hmm. Aside from that, I don't give a fuck about you. So, I mean, but here's the other thing: we should not be taking political cues from celebrities. Don't.
Exactly, because they're paid.
All right, Queen, we got to go through these last batch of comments, and then get up out of here. Tamara Nicole all set, and Lady Lane all says happy cake day and birthday to Gotti. All said stage fake. Hell yeah. She also says, and if he was shot in the ear, he wouldn't take his hand to his ear. He would take his head to his hand by going down so stage. You know what? I didn't think of that before.
I know that's right,
That motherfucker, like, he got bit. And it's crazy because I listened to his audio. He did an over the phone interview on Sunday with somebody on Newsmax, one of them Republican Jones. And he was saying, I felt like I'm a big mosquito. The world's biggest mosquito bit my ear. What the fuck? Okay. Also said they've been able to change the weather in most states, that we don't have 90s in July. So yeah, this was staged. Come on, totally staged. Tamara Nicole said definitely staged. They're finna take care of his family for life. Yeah, because here's the thing. Once he gets in there, you ain't getting that motherfucker out of there. The Supreme Court just told him the week before last that you can do what the fuck you want. Mm-hmm. Never getting him out of there. He wants to be the next Viktor Orban. Also says, how are we not got any information on what happened? No short of any pictures. Give me a break. This is staged. She also said they haven't even came out and said who shot the person who died, so that couldn't have came from law enforcement. I think they eventually, I think he was a fireman and all that. They eventually came out and said who he was. They drugged their feet with that though, because I was babysitting the news and I don't think they even said this guy's name or whatever until either late Saturday or early Sunday.
Yeah, it was a while before they gave any information, because at first I didn't even know somebody else got shot. I thought they was talking about the gunman, and then they said something about he, was basically shielding his family. Yeah. But so many people getting paid off of this. Let's not forget about the boy who took the fall, the shooter. But yeah. They got paid to do that.
Yep. And it's crazy because this is how retarded this country is now with these white folks. She wouldn't accept Biden's call. And she said she don't blame him. She knows it's not his fault. But her husband was a Trump supporter. He wouldn't want me to talk to Biden. And Trump even called Biden. I mean, Biden even called Trump to check on him. I wouldn't call that motherfucker at all.
Because if this was the other way around, you wouldn't have got no support from Trump or any of his minions. You wouldn't. They would have been making jokes. He would have used that as a way to squeeze that in for his campaign. All of that.
Lena Lane says, of course, someone took my comment out of context. I'm not sure who, and if it was me, I apologize. Also said, and then he hold the black power fist up. Give me a break. Blood was not flowing. There was a couple of pieces, and it looked like he had a dip pack. That you know what? I gotta go back and look at that because it does. Excuse you, this is not the pale man's power fist. That's the black power fist. Hey, when the pale man's do it, it's theirs. No, I don't want to claim shit if a devil touch it. But we know where he stole it from. Pale man's power fist, that the black power fist, that they are trying to steal, just like the woke movement. Yes, I completely agree with that. You will find no greater thief than them motherfuckers. Tasha Olenka, pale man power fist, crying emoji. Internet Maribel, facts. If someone shot at me, I would be terrified, now holding up a fist or looking for my shoes. You ain't lying. And I got bad feet, but fuck them shoes. I've been tipped up and hauled ass. Y'all better pick me up and carry my ass out of there.
Y'all better be lucky if I don't die from the freaking fear.
Yeah. Also says, I bet we get a couple of good investigators that are black. They're going to get to the bottom of this because we not some bull crap. We see it. Yeah.
Well, I hope they hurry up and do it before because he milking this for this campaign.
And she said he didn't even have a bandage on it.
Right.
Tashi says the video of him on the roof had me cracking up. Like, how wasn't he stopped before anything happened? Hey, here's the funny part, because now all the news that they're talking about today is how the cops and Secret Service saw him 20 minutes before it even happened.
Right. And that's how they knew that Trump was not in any danger. It's too many protocols and stuff that's put in place. You know, it was no way that he would have gotten away with that.
Yep. Offset also says Amber Rose is getting paid or bent over by somebody. I think both are true.
Maybe both, right?
Yep. I think she shook a little ass down at the Republican Party. She listen, she did not go down there without leaving with a bag. The mega were dogging her on Twitter, calling her a slut, and that she was nothing, that they let her have it. Yeah. I listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. When she came out the slut walk and I saw all the other women who were a part of it, I was cool with it. I don't think women should be judged based off of how they moving around and who they date. I'm okay with that. But to go up there and kowtow for people don't give a fuck about you, okay, maybe she gave Trump a lap dance. Because, she probably won't put that bandage all fucked up on his ear like that.
Yeah. He probably grabbed her by the pussy.
Yeah. And she let him. After Jocelyn whipped her behind, she's just a white girl now, says Tashi. Lancy Gates, what's good, bro? I think it's going to be an election. Yeah. This show's coming to an end. The shit show is coming to an end. Yep, I agree. The white boy rockers don't want her there either, says Tashi. Also says, great show. What do you know of Chevron? Oh, yeah, that's a deeper conversation. We're going to get back into that because we're about to close up. Also says, no, I said they didn't say who bullet shot and killed. Okay, got you. You don't know if it came from the police or if it came from the guy who allegedly was shooting at Trump.
Right.
Okay. They haven't done any ballistics yet about the bullets. They didn't get the bullet out of the body of the dead man. You don't know who shot that man. It could have been the police. Okay, I'm burnt out, y'all. Yeah. She's right. My meds are kicking in. I can barely read. Yeah, Heinz Ketchup stocked his sword, says Alancy. So has the napkin company that put over his ear. Hell yeah, fucking Brawny probably. This motherfucker got ketchup packets under the podium.
Yeah.
How about fight? Oh, fucking that wasn't a bullet. That was from fucking that cheeseburger you had before you brought your fat ass out there.
Sure.
Good night, Grandpa, also says. Yeah, man. My pain man's been kicking in for the last hour. I'm trying to read shit.
Oh, yeah? What?
Rum spinning. Oh, man. But yeah, it's good conversation, Queen. We covered a lot tonight. There's a lot of goofy shit going on in the world. I hope everybody gets up off their asses and vote. No matter who you vote for, just go vote. Um, and yeah, stay away from sucker shit on the internet because there's a lot of it.
Yes. Do your research. Yeah, I can't stress enough. We talk about it all the time. Please go out and vote because they sure gonna vote. Um. Any shout outs real quick before we head out?
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I got a bunch of stuff on the Queen Vi Reality Talk Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Ezzy says, okay, I read that. Auntie Sugar says, Lord, laughing emojis, it's a mess. It was not him. Yup. I think she was referring to the shooter. Yeah, and that's it. Shout out to Lachey King. Shout out to Gotti. It's both of y'all birthdays. I hope you ladies celebrate.
Team Cancer.
Enjoy yourselves. Be mindful. Have designated drivers, all that good shit. But have some fun. Shout out to Team NAF. Shout out to Miss Dopeness. We appreciate you. Shout out to Miss Allset. The first time coming along with us. Shout out to my auntie, Internet Maribel. Shout out to Hezzy. Shout out to Helancy Gates. What's going on, good brother? Shout out to Tashi. And shout out to Malik, who got his truck fully loaded and on the road. Shout out to Tamara Nicole. Make sure y'all tune into Tamara Nicole and Chiquita's show every Sunday at 1 o'clock on all of your social media platforms. It's called Talking with Kita and Tamara. I produced that show. It's doing good numbers and it's fun. Yeah, man. Good stuff. Good conversation. All right, Queen, take us home.
All right. And that concludes our show for tonight. Until next time, good night, everybody.
Peace, y'all.